Can you please spell pseudo-rhombic octahedron? Spell autothaumaturgist. Spell Echiozalanokalkalinoceratioliuminosecupriovitriolic. Spell transinstitutionalization. Superferromagnetism. Can you please spell victimixinatromastomia? Can you spell parallelogrammatic? Can you spell Bababadal Garikte Kamanaran Kon Brontanaran Juan Thun Travoran Onskon Tuhuhuden and Thurnak. Can you please spell quasi-autobiographical? Spell heterogeneous. Can you spell electrodilithermometer? Can you spell bourgeoisification? Spell cryptoblastoneurotosemia. Can you please spell sclerectoiridectomy? Can you please spell exalarium drogmagoranthiaminatus? Spell dimethylaminophenyldimethyl Can you spell quasi-autobiographical? Can you please spell oligonucleotide? Can you spell exalarium drogmagoranthiaminatus? Can you please spell hemidemicemiquaver? Can you please spell sphygmomanometer? Can you please spell psychophysicotherapeutics? Can you spell dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane? Can you please spell autothaumaturgist? Spell hypomelatroph malignosus. Spell Tweedy Hansemotor Verkupsmanevak von Stakingsvergatring Samero Eperstois Proskry Werspersverklaring Witrakings Media Conference EAA. Can you spell dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane? Spell echiozalanokalkalinoseratioluminosecupriovitriolic. Spell xenotransplantation. Can you spell xenotransplantation? Can you please spell gastroenterologist? Spell superferromagnetism. Spell juxtapositionalistically. Can you spell parallelogrammatic? Spell contraremonstrance. Can you spell hemispherectomy? Spell incomprehensibilities. Can you spell sphygmomanometer? Can you please spell aminomethylpyrimidine? Spell honorific abilitudinity. Can you spell juxtapositionalistically? Spell pneumonultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis. Spell magnetohydrodynamically. Can you please spell hippopotomonstrosusquipedaliophobia? Can you spell pseudo-hypoparathyroidism? Spell anti-xerothalmic. Can you spell ventriculocysternostomy? Spell anthropomorphization. Can you please spell otorhinolaryngological? Spell triskaidekaphobia. Spell quasi-experimentalization. Spell magnetohydrodynamically. Can you please spell flibbertigibbet? Can you spell pneumoencephalography? Spell honorific abilitudinity. Can you please spell gastroenterologist? Can you spell sclerectoiridectomy? Can you spell encephalomyeloradiculitis? Can you spell radiopharmaceuticalist? Spell ventriculocysternostomy. Spell ventriculocysternostomy. Can you please spell oligonucleotide? Can you please spell Tomatahaketangi hangako ao automaticharapukakai kamanga horonukipokai henuakatanada hua. Spell Echiozalanokalkalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic. Can you please spell quasi-experimentalization? Can you please spell spectrophotofluorometry? Can you please spell hydrochlorofluorocarbons? Spell contraremonstrance. Can you please spell Lopatodamashosalachigaleocranioleopsanadrimapatrimatosulfiocarabamelidocote kechimanociclopicosifophytoperisterolectriano. Can you please spell fictamixinadramastomia? Spell tonsillopharyngitis. Can you spell Echiozalanokalkalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic? Spell contraremonstrance. Spell pseudorhombic-octahedron. Spell laryngotracheobronchitis. Can you spell honorific abilitudinity? Can you please spell oligonucleotide? Can you spell meningoencephalitis? Spell tatarotad. Spell aminomethylpyrimidine. Can you please spell sphenopalatinoganglioneuralgia? Spell Lopatodamashosalachigaleocranioleopsanadrimapatrimatosulfiocarabamelidocote kechimanociclopicosifophytoperisterolectriano. Can you please spell bourgeoisification? Spell honorific abilitudinity. Can you spell meningoencephalitis? Spell erythrocytopheresis. Spell quasi-experimentalization. Can you spell meningoencephalitis? Can you please spell triskaidekaphobia? Can you spell undisestablishmentarianistically? Can you please spell sphenopalatinoganglioneuralgia? Can you please spell honorific abilitudinity? Can you spell erythrocytopheresis? Spell heterogeneous. Can you spell cholangiopancreatography? Can you spell magnetohydrodynamically? Can you please spell psychosynchromagneto-dynamics? Psychosynchromagneto-dynamics. Can you please spell stereoelectroencephalography? Can you spell echiozalanokalkalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic? Can you please spell sclerectoiridectomy? Spell erythrocytopheresis. Spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Can you spell counterimmunoelectrophoresis? Spell tonsillopharyngitis. Can you please spell meningoencephalitis? Can you please spell cholangiopancreatography? Can you spell psychoneuroendocrinological? Can you please spell exalarium drogmagoranthiaminatus? Can you spell Halanvirputhguingilgogorikowarndrobol halantasilio go. Can you please spell onomatopoeia? Can you spell subcompartmentalization? Can you please spell pseudorhombic-octahedron? Can you spell corticopontocerebellar? Can you please spell synthunxiohypoluxolitis? Can you please spell incomprehensibilities? Can you please spell psychoneuroimmunology? Can you please spell antizerothalmic? Can you spell sclerectoiridectomy? Can you spell transdimensional philosophy? Spell otohinolaryngological. Can you please spell lopatodomasiosalachigaliocrineolipsanetrimipotrematosulfiocarabamelidocatekechimenokiklapikosifophotoperisтероlectriano. Can you please spell laryngotracheobronchitis? Spell otorhinolaryngological. Can you please spell tatarotad? Spell heterogeneous. Can you spell meningoencephalitis? Can you spell encephalomyeloradiculitis? Can you spell Bababadal Garak te Kamanaran kon Brontanaran Juan Thun Travoran Onskon Tuhuhuden en Thurnik? Can you spell sphygmomanometer? Can you please spell laryngotracheobronchitis? Can you spell anthropomorphization? Can you spell pneumonultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis? Can you please spell phosphatidylethanolamine? Can you spell anthropomorphization? Can you please spell pseudoparallelodromus? Spell phosphatidylethanolamine. Can you spell bourgeoisification? Can you spell anti-disestablishmentarianism? Can you please spell circumlocutionalistically? Can you spell ferriprotoporphyrin? Spell pneumoencephalography. Can you spell pseudohermaphroditism? Spell polyphyloprogenitive. Can you please spell honorific abilitudinity? Can you please spell Tweedy Hansemotor Verkoopsmanevakbonstakings Samaro Eperstois Proskrywersper's Verklaring Witrakings Media Conference EAA. Spell heterogeneous. Can you please spell dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane? Spell anti-xerothalmic. Spell elogophosiohypopiconureus. Can you spell pseudorhombic octahedron? Can you spell dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane? Can you spell chargagagog manchaugagagog chalbunagungamog? Spell microsuperduperfragilistic. Spell psychoneuroendocrinological. Can you spell autothaumaturgist? Can you please spell chargagagog manchaugagagog chalbunagungamog? Can you please spell convolvulaceous? Can you please spell pneumon ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis? Can you please spell radiopharmaceuticalist? Spell neuroquantum energetics. Can you spell pseudohermaphroditism? Can you please spell Tamatahakatangi hangako ao automatitarapukakai kamanga horonokupokai henua katanada hua? Spell sphenopalatina ganglia neuralgia. Can you please spell counter-revolutionaries? Can you please spell quasi-experimentalization? Spell sphenopalatina ganglia neuralgia. Spell pseudomyelobroidisoma. Spell echiozalanokalkalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic. Can you please spell phosphatidylethanelamine? Can you please spell Bababadal Garak te Kamanaran kon Brontanaran Juan Thun Travoran Onskon to Huhuden and Thurnak? Can you please spell juxtapositionalistically? Can you please spell cryptoblastoneurotosemia? Can you please spell sphenopalatina ganglia neuralgia? Spell autothaumaturgist. Can you please spell superferromagnetism? Can you spell Machiavellian? Can you spell echiozalanokalkalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic? Can you spell verisimilitude? Can you spell meningoencephalitis? Can you please spell sphenopalatinoganglioneuralgia? Can you spell elogophosiohypopiconurias? Can you spell juxtapositionalistically? Spell bourgeoisification. Can you please spell stereoelectroencephalography? Spell radiometeorograph. Can you spell Donaudampfschifferselektrizitäten Hochbetreibswerkbau unterbinden Gesellschaft? Spell spectrophotofluorometry. Can you please spell hypermetabolicoelectrolysis? Hypermetabolicoelectrolysis. Spell polyphyloprogenitive. Can you please spell canaliculodacryocystohynostomy? Can you please spell otohinolaryngological? Spell hypomelatroph malignosus. Can you spell cholangiopancreatography? Spell psychoneuroendocrinological. Spell ferriprotoporphyrin. Spell dimethylaminophenyldimethyl Spell incomprehensibilities. Can you please spell aminomethylpyrimidine? Can you spell hexacosiohexaconta-hexaphobia? Can you spell spectrophotofluorometry? Can you spell Donaudampfschifferselektrizitäten Hochbetreibswerkbau unterbinden Gesellschaft? Can you please spell undisestablishmentarianistically? Can you please spell elogophosiohypopiconurias? Can you spell Tatarotad? Can you please spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Can you please spell psychosynchromagnegodynamics? Psychosynchromagnegodynamics. Spell encephalomyeloradiculitis. Spell pseudorhombic-uboctahedron. Spell laryngotracheobronchitis. Spell disproportionableness. Can you spell thermodisulfobacterials? Can you spell thermodisulfobacterials? Can you please spell thermodisulfobacterials? Can you please spell bioluminescent microarchitectonics? Spell quasi-autobiographical. Can you spell pseudorhombic-uboctahedron? Can you spell Tomatahaketangi hangako ao automatiterapukakai kamanga horo nokupokai henua katanada hua. Can you please spell honorific abilitudinity? Can you spell cholangiopancreatography? Spell autothaumaturgist. Spell disproportionableness. Spell pneumoencephalography. Spell aminomethylpyrimidine. Can you spell elogophosiohypopiconureas? Can you please spell psychophysicotherapeutics? Can you please spell counterimmunoelectrophoresis? Can you please spell psychosynchromagnegodynamics? Spell pseudoparallelodromus. Spell hydrochlorofluorocarbons. Can you please spell polyphyloprogenitive? Can you please spell transinstitutionalization? Spell tonsillopharyngitis. Spell onomatopoeia. Spell anti-transubstantiationalist. Spell elogophosiohypopiconureas. Spell Halanvirputhguingilgogorikowarndrobol halantasilio go go go. Can you please spell anthropomorphization? Can you please spell dihydrothioethyluidine? Can you spell dimethylaminophenyldimethyl pyrasolone?